Hey boys and girls, we're going to end the day with another brain pop. This one is talking about different places in America, different parts of where people live, different places where people live. So I want you to watch so you can remember that we're all in this together. Kids that live on farms are dealing with the same thing we are. Kids that live in big cities are dealing with the same thing we are.
Moby, you're making it worse. I know, I like making snowflakes too, but they're so messy. At least it isn't my job to sweep up every day. I mean, some kids have a lot of hard work to do. My pen pal Jim lives on a farm, and he wakes up at 5 in the morning to milk the cows. What kind of places do people live? My friend Emma helps shovel snow in front of her apartment in the city. I guess people's lives can be pretty different depending on where they live. Well, I know there are people who live in rural areas, like farms. And then there are families that live outside of a city, in suburban areas. And some people live in urban areas. But what is an urban area exactly? This is definitely a city.
New York City.
There are lots of buildings and restaurants and stores.
That's where my
all
boys
close
live,
together.
remember?
People speak lots of different languages. And there's all kinds of different foods to try in urban areas. It's cool to experience so many cultures. Hey, save some for me. A lot of people work and live in the cities.
But everybody has to stay
More
home
people
now.
live in New York City than any other city in the United States. There are over 8 million people who live here. There are buses and trains to help people get around in urban areas. My friend Emma takes the subway to school. Way cooler than the school bus, if you ask me. Well, I guess we have fun on the school bus, too. What are suburban areas like?
This is like where we live.
Movie. We're in the burbs. The suburbs. Suburbia? Well, we're close by the city anyway. I guess some people live in the suburbs, but travel to the city to work. The suburbs have some of the same things cities have, like schools, banks, grocery stores. Everything is just a little more spread out. Then there's some places where things are really spread out. Entering Farmville. Population 1,300. What is a population? Well, I know the word popular has to do with things people like. Maybe the word population has to do with people. Like 1,300 people live here. That's a much smaller population than New York City. This must be a rural area. But what's a rural area really like? There sure are plenty of big open spaces.
Yep, a lot of grass, places to grow things.
Farmers use all the rural space to grow crops or raise livestock. Farming is hard work. Okay, you've done enough damage here. Time to head back to our community. At least this isn't as hard as farm work. Thanks, Moby.